Hello and welcome to Insanity Modelling. This is the Maiden Voyage, #1. So this is going to be a cringeworthy episode to watch in maybe 12 months time. So thank you for joining me. This is the Den and I am Lee. This is my place to come to decompress, to switch off from daily life and do a bit of modelling, do a little bit of just zoning out, not thinking about things, not worrying about things, and just giving myself some time, because we all need time. We all need time. I don't care what you say, we all need time. So what am I doing? So I'm currently building the mouse, which is, this is a TACOM kit. So this is a super heavy tank the Germans built in the end of the Second World War. There are two kits. This is version 1. There's version 2 which has the gun on it. So I bought this by mistake, and so it's been sat in the stash for a while, and I thought, come on Lee, you got to do something with it. So anyway, I came up with the idea of making a Frankenstein. So a Frankenstein is going to be bits and pieces from different kits. As this turns out, this is going to be 2 different kits merged together. And what brought it up originally was I built this TACOM kit, which is a heavy siege howitzer, 42 centimetre, I believe, which I thought, do you know, wouldn't that be great mounted on a tank? And yeah, I've kind of mulled it over. I think this is too big. So the plan is to use this, which is a slightly smaller 30.5 centimetre howitzer. Again, another TACOM kit. Imagine that mounted on that. Come on, it's the stuff of dreams. So I built this straight out of the box. Basic spray job, a little bit of weathering. The only thing I've done differently is this barrel should have been actually inside a little bit further, so a bit shorter. But I don't know, I just fancied it. I just thought it looks like a bigger gun that way, doesn't it? Anyway, so that's the plan. Put that on one of them. I started this yesterday. Started off with the tracks, which are amazing. Have you ever seen, this is a 1/35 scale, I should say that, but I kind of think it's obvious. This is completely workable tracks. They are amazing, and because they're so big, God, it makes it easier. And when you compare these with, this is a Russian JS152, you know, a big old unit. I put the track on one side, look at that. They are huge. And even compared with a Tiger, look at the size of them. That's another TACOM. I've just realised I'm surrounded by TACOM. I'm not sponsored by TACOM. That'd be nice though. Anyway, so these tracks. This is a big unit, and this kit is absolutely stuffed with screws. You know, there is so much, and yet it's such a basic model. It is just really, you know, there's very little detail to the tank itself. Obviously you've got none of the armament to fit to it, but yeah, it's a big old box of bits. And so tracks, I don't know about you, I used to hate tracks. I used to do a lot of 1/48 scale modelling. Hated them, absolutely hated them. Too fiddly. I need glasses for close-up work, and this, yeah, tracks used to be beyond me. But what I've realised is whether, you know, it doesn't make any difference whether you've got rubber tracks or you know, the sectional ones. It's part of the kit, you know, and it made me realise, doing a particularly fiddly kit one day, I thought, it doesn't make any difference, does it? It doesn't make any difference if it takes 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. If it takes 8 hours to build the track, so what? It's still part of the kit. It's still, you know, you're paying for the kit, and once it's completed, you can't do anything with it. You know, yeah, you can do, okay, you can make a diorama for it or something, but then it's just going to sit on the shelf anyway. So if it takes a bit longer, actually, is that not better value? One to think about. So tracks, these tracks, I know you can't see very well, and this is not going to be a modeling channel where I show you in great detail what I'm doing. I just hope to pass on a few things to you, and it's really just a disguise for us to have a chat about mental health, mainly men's mental health, but mental health in general. You know, I think in the world we live in, we don't spend enough time being honest, and that's probably, you know, that's where people fall down. The you know, how are you doing question is so often passed over, because people don't want to talk about it. But thanks to a lot of publicity, a lot of, you know, reality sort of coming up and hitting people in the face, it's now open, it's out there. So don't suffer in silence, talk to somebody, even if it's a duck. No, it's not a duck. Okay, it is a duck, but don't talk to a duck. Talk to your dog. Dogs are quite clever. Two I've got at the minute aren't that clever. Anyway, these tracks, look, literally, doing this, I've got glasses on my head and I'm not even doing it. Right. You line up a couple of pieces. You drop these in. You'll notice no glue. Yeah. Drop a couple of pieces in. And then you have a top piece. So I do the glue first. Which a little line of glue down the middle. Drop that in place. Push it down. It's easy, isn't it? There you go. Now I think there's 53 links per side. So that works out 109 parts for a set of tracks. Yeah, it's a lot. It's not compared with like the some of the Takom Tigers, which have got smaller tracks. It's not a lot, but what a great, you know, superb. I love them. Sorry, I'm keeping on about these tracks like I've never seen any before. So look, I'd like your feedback. I'd like, please, you know, like, subscribe, follow, all of that stuff. I'm only saying that because I've seen other people say it. This is all so new to me. But look, let me know what you want to talk about. Let me know what you want me to talk about. If it's, you know, is it just, how do I approach my partner with this? Or how do I get help? Where do I reach out to? I'm not trained in any shape or form for this. I've just got some experience and I got a willingness to help. I've been a first aider all my life. In all the different jobs I've done, I've always been a first aider, because when you hurt yourself, you're at your most vulnerable. And to be able to help somebody, to give them that reassurance while the professionals are on their way, has always been a great comfort to me, I guess. And it's an honor to be able to help people. I don't want these things to happen, but they do. And at those times, yeah, I'm there to help. So, like I said, I'm no professional in this. I've got no training in any kind of mental health. I've just got some experience. And I would like to get it out there. I would want to open it up. I want to hear people talking about it, and not in a condescending way that so often happens. So please drop me some comments, send me some duck pictures, show me your builds. If you've done the mouse, let me have a look, you know, and let's see if we can build something together that will create a safe place for everyone to talk. And I hope to see you again. So enjoy your modelling. Enjoy your you time. And if you can take one thing away from today, I want you to spend 10 minutes doing something you love and tell me about it. Okay? Thanks for listening. See you soon.